The dark side of PUBG, addiction and its impact on society. Explore the hidden side of the gaming phenomenon PUBG. In this eye-opening video, we delve deep into the world of PlayerUnknown's battlegrounds and its unintended consequences. PUBG has taken the gaming world by storm, but what lies beneath the excitement and adventure is a darker reality. Addiction. PUBG Mobile is a popular online multiplayer game that involves up to 100 players fighting for survival on a large map. The game is developed by Tencent Games and published by PUBG Corporation, a subsidiary of South Korean companies Krafton, VNG Games, and Tencent. PUBG PC was first released for Windows via Steam's Early Access Beta program in March 2017, with a full release in December 2017. PUBG Mobile was initially released for Android and iOS on March 19, 2018. The game, which was inspired by the Japanese film Battle Royale 2000, is based on previous mods created by Brendan PlayerUnknown Green for other games and expanded into a standalone game under Green's creative direction. It is the first game in the PUBG Universe series. PUBG Mobile has many features that make it different from other mobile games, such as realistic graphics, 3D sound effects, various modes and maps, and a social aspect that allows players to communicate and cooperate with their friends or other players. PUBG Mobile also requires skills and strategies to survive and win the game, as players have to scavenge for weapons, equipment, and supplies while avoiding enemies and staying within the shrinking safe zone. Join us as we uncover the harsh truths of PUBG addiction, its psychological toll, and how it's impacting individuals and society at large. From the allure of virtual rewards to social isolation, declining mental health, and even academic and occupational consequences, the impact is far-reaching. PUBG offers players the chance to earn in-game rewards, such as cosmetic items and virtual currency. These rewards often come with a sense of achievement and progression, enticing players to keep playing and striving for more. Psychological toll. PUBG addiction can have a severe psychological toll on individuals. Gamers may experience anxiety, depression, and mood swings as they become increasingly engrossed in the game. The constant pressure to perform well and the competitive nature of PUBG can contribute to these mental health challenges. PUBG addiction can have severe consequences on mental health. Gamers who excessively play PUBG may experience heightened stress and anxiety levels, as they constantly face the pressure to outperform others. The fear of losing or not achieving victory can result in emotional turmoil and negatively affect their overall well-being. Furthermore, prolonged gaming sessions often disrupt sleep patterns, leading to sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation and the mental stress from PUBG can result in mood disorders, including depression and irritability. Neglected real-life commitments. One of the most alarming consequences of PUBG addiction is the neglect of real-life commitments. Many players find it challenging to strike a balance between the virtual world of PUBG and their responsibilities in the real world. This may result in academic failure, job loss, and strained relationships with family and friends. In extreme cases, some individuals have even abandoned their education or career prospects entirely to pursue a career in professional gaming, which, while possible for a select few, is a risky and uncertain path. The financial toll. The addictive nature of PUBG can also lead to financial hardship. Microtransactions, loot boxes, and in-game purchases entice players to spend real money on virtual items, further exacerbating the addiction. Individuals who cannot control their spending on PUBG may find themselves in debt or financial distress. Health risks. Excessive gaming often comes at the expense of physical health. Prolonged periods of sitting and limited physical activity can lead to various health issues, including obesity, cardiovascular problems, and musculoskeletal disorders. Neglecting nutrition and hygiene is also common among addicted gamers. Societal impact. The impact of PUBG addiction is not limited to the individual, it extends to society as a whole. Families are torn apart as loved ones struggle with addiction. Productivity in the workplace and academic institutions can decline when individuals are preoccupied with the game. Moreover, the surge in gaming addiction has prompted governments and regulatory bodies to consider stricter measures, such as age restrictions and regulations on microtransactions in video games. This demonstrates how PUBG addiction has catalyzed a broader conversation about the role of gaming in society. PUBG was banned in India due to security concerns, data of Indian citizens going out, and other reasons. The servers of the game are located in China, and it was believed that user data was being stolen and transferred to China. PUBG Mobile India was banned due to the existence of Tencent, a Chinese company. Tencent was removed from the list of entities when the ban was implemented, and PUBG Mobile worked hard to verify that the app had no Chinese connections. The Indian government banned PUBG Mobile, one of the most popular games, on September 2, 2020, along with another 117 Chinese apps. The ban took place against the backdrop of tensions between India and China along a disputed Himalayan border. In several phases throughout the year, India banned apps like WeChat Work and TikTok that had Chinese links. The government has added a further layer of scrutiny to funding sources that come from a country with which India shares a land border since 2020. It has also been looking harder and harder at apps with Chinese origin. Inside the PUBG ban, the Tencent connection. Tencent, the Chinese multinational conglomerate, has found itself embroiled in a series of controversies in India, spanning issues of data privacy, national security, and economic influence. These disputes have revolved around its investments in Indian startups, the ban on PUBG Mobile, a game it published, concerns regarding data privacy in Tencent-owned apps, and the broader backdrop of geopolitical tensions between India and China. These controversies have not only impacted Tencent's business operations but also raised questions about its long-term viability in the Indian market. As the Indian government increased scrutiny of Chinese investments and operations, Tencent had to navigate complex regulatory landscapes and public scrutiny and adapt its strategies, including social media management, to maintain its presence while addressing the concerns of Indian consumers, policymakers, and businesses. However, it has returned to India after being banned for nearly a year. On May 6, 2021, Krafton announced the relaunch of the game in India, following the ban imposed by the Government of India. Krafton directly publishes the game instead of Tencent as a newly named title which could only be accessed by users in India as Battlegrounds Mobile India. Discover the personal stories, real-world consequences, and societal responses to PUBG addiction. Personal stories are powerful tools for conveying the real impact of PUBG addiction. These stories may include individuals who have struggled with addiction, the challenges they faced, and how it affected their lives. Sharing these stories can create empathy and understanding among viewers. 1. Son beheads dad for forbidding his PUBG gaming. Raghuveer Kumber killed his father, Shankar, when he took away his mobile phone and disconnected the internet for being on his phone for a long duration. The shocking incident took place at Siddheshwar Nagar Kukti in the Belagavi district of Karnataka. 2. Mumbai youth committed suicide after being denied a smartphone to play PUBG. According to the Times of India, the teenager took the extreme step when he was denied a high-end smartphone to play the game. Feeling distraught, he hung himself from a ceiling fan in the kitchen of his residence. 3. PUBG addiction led to the mowing down of two men by a train. According to the New Indian Express, the two men were so engrossed in playing PUBG that they did not notice the oncoming train. They were run over by the Hyderabad-Ajmer train and their bodies were found late at night by people living in the vicinity. 4. Madhya Pradesh youth drank acid instead of water. The youth from Chhindwara in Madhya Pradesh was so engrossed in the game that he picked up a bottle of acid instead of water and drank it. He was rushed to hospital soon after. 5. Fitness trainer ended up in hospital after self-harm while playing PUBG. The fitness trainer from Jammu allegedly got addicted to playing PUBG online over 10 days. After completing one of the rounds, the man started self-harming and had to be hospitalized. 6. 15-year-old Thane boy killed their elder brother for scolding him for playing PUBG. The boy flew into a rage when the victim, Mohammed Sheikh, 19, asked him to stop playing the game on his mobile phone. The accused allegedly banged his older brother's head against the wall and stabbed him repeatedly with a pair of scissors. 7. In October 2018, a 19-year-old Delhi boy was arrested for killing his parents and sister because they did not approve of his lifestyle that revolved around playing PUBG with his peers in a secretly rented room. PUBG addiction doesn't exist in a vacuum, it has tangible real-world consequences. These can range from failing grades in school due to excessive gaming to job loss because of neglecting work responsibilities. Understanding these consequences helps illustrate the seriousness of the issue. Governments, organizations, and communities are responding to the rise of PUBG addiction. Some countries have imposed regulations, such as limiting gameplay hours for minors. Schools and workplaces are also taking measures to address excessive gaming. Exploring these responses provides insight into how society is reacting to this problem. Discussing potential solutions is essential for offering hope and guidance to those struggling with PUBG addiction. These solutions may include therapy and counseling options, support groups, and strategies for reducing gaming time. Highlighting success stories of individuals who have overcome addiction can be particularly inspiring. Responsible gaming practices are crucial for preventing addiction in the first place. This can involve setting gaming limits, taking regular breaks, and prioritizing real-life responsibilities. It's also important to educate viewers on the signs of addiction so they can recognize it early and seek help if needed. On the other hand, discussing the pros of the PUBG game. Video games can play an important role in escaping from daily life problems. After a hectic day, playing PUBG can help you relax and refresh your mind. In PUBG, you have to land fast to survive. This landing needs skills, because to land fast you need to apply math. This sounds ridiculous, but this is true. PUBG requires players to remember the location of weapons, ammunition, and other items. This communication makes it so addictive as today's generation is more into this type of communication. PUBG provides constant measurable growth. While PUBG has undoubtedly revolutionized the gaming industry and provided entertainment to millions, it is essential to acknowledge the dark side of PUBG addiction. Addiction to this game can wreak havoc on individuals' lives, affecting their mental health, relationships, finances, and overall well-being. It also has ripple effects on society, prompting discussions about the responsible development and use of video games. Do we blame the Indian government? Parents? Gaming addicts? The makers of PUBG? Or, do we need to take a step back and address the addictive nature of these video games, which are now proliferating like bacteria to our mobile devices and getting us hooked? In my opinion, the best way to come out of all of this is to be more self-aware and mindful of our own gaming and technology use. We need to come together and treat this as a real issue so we can combat it collectively. We need to address the root cause of addiction and build awareness of the issue across India and the world. Only then can we start getting the systems in place to deal with the problem, instead of implementing temporary fixes such as bans. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and let's raise awareness about this important issue. Together, we can shed light on the dark side of PUBG and work towards a healthier gaming culture. This video is a wake-up call, an opportunity to better understand the hidden dangers of PUBG addiction, and a call to action for us all to foster a healthier gaming environment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our thought-provoking content.